8 nights I stay up, staring at those candles. They tell the story that occurred. 8 nights we're thankful for that small miracle. Our prayers are answered and our voices heard. When one night turns 8, that's why we celebrate. In the dark of night, the candles stand for. Oh, the candles stand for. The candles stand for 8 nights that we know. 'Cause it's finally not alone.
Hello and welcome. You're listening to me, a presenter at a Welsh community radio station, Esther. Today we have Rabbi Cohen, who's going to talk to us about the Jewish festival Chanukah. Hello, Rabbi Cohen.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you for coming in. I would like to ask you, what is the festival of Chanukah all about?
Fantastic question. The festival of Chanukah is celebrated this time of the year for over 2,000 years now, where we commemorate, celebrate, and relive the miracle that took place back in Jerusalem, the heart of the Jewish community, when a band of strong visionaries, courageous people wouldn't give in to the tyranny of the regime at the time that rose to ban all Jewish practices, punishable by death for any of the faith practices such as keeping the Torah or doing any of the Jewish commandments. And these people took it upon themselves to protect their freedom to be able to practice and to share it with others. And miraculously, they managed to repel and to drive out the oppressing forces so that they could be able to re-practice their Judaism and rededicate the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. That was a miracle in itself, and since then we commemorate that by celebrating Chanukah year in and year out.
How long does the festival of Chanukah last for?
So the festival of Chanukah lasts for 8 days, and that's because the miracle, after winning the battles of that war, continued to show more signs of miracles when the candelabra, the menorah in the temple, lasted for 8 days in a miraculous way, and that's why we celebrate Chanukah for the same amount of time for 8 days.
Are there any customs or is there any specific food one should eat throughout the celebrations and festival of Chanukah?
Good question. There's always good foods to go with the holiday. There's any type of oily foods is highly recommended, so something like donuts or deep fried stuff goes down very well when it comes to Chanukah.
Are there any activities that one can participate throughout Chanukah, whether for children or for adults?
Certainly the most important one is that each family light their own menorah. That's the candelabra with the candles to commemorate the holiday. And in addition to that, there's loads of events. Every year there are different things going on. And this year we have some really nice events planned for Wednesday night at the Tesco's in Prestwich, which everyone's welcome to join. And then again on Thursday night at the Manchester Fort, which are kindly hosting us. Sunday night at the Albert Square in the Town Hall. There are loads of fantastic events going on for adults, children and family alike.
Like you've just mentioned, it goes on in public places, lighting the menorah. So what does the fire service have to say regarding the safety of lighting the menorah both in public places and in private domains?
Well, you raise a good question. Fire is definitely dangerous, but at the same time, fire is also a very productive force. So learning how to handle fire safely is a tremendous opportunity in educating children, families, and that's what the fire department makes this into. It's a chance to help us as growing families, younger families, older families to appreciate the importance of fire, and alongside that also the safety and danger of fire, and to do it in a safe way is again is a great time to learn that.
How come Chanukah always falls in the month of December?
Well, some people like to think that we're celebrating Festival of Lights when there's lights all on the streets. It's quite the opposite. The Festival of Chanukah, as we said, has been around for 2,000 years. It happens to be that the Jewish calendar runs almost parallel to the regular calendar, a little offset, which is why sometimes you'll find Chanukah a little early in the month of December or towards the end of the month of December. But it does fall out on the Jewish anniversary of the date of the miracle.
What is the date of the miracle?
So in the Hebrew calendar, the month is Kislev, which is this time almost parallel to December. It's the 25th of Kislev that the 8 days begin, and it runs for 8 days after that.
Why do we light 1 for day 1, light 2 for day 2? Why don't we just light one light for the whole of the festival of Chanukah?
That's an interesting question. I mean, obviously, assuming we understand how the candelabra works, there are 8 branches. On the first night, we just light one of those branches. The second night, we're lighting 2. And by the time it comes to the 8th night, we've finally got all the 8 lights lit. So if you see a menorah which only half of it is lit, it's not because half is broken. It's because it's only the 4th day or the 5th day of the festival. We start with 1 and we work our way up. And in life, that's how it works. You can't jump onto the top of a ladder. You've got to build yourself up. The message in that is very clear. People need to learn how to do things better, and everyone has room for improvement. But because we're not perfect, that doesn't mean to say we're not good, and learning how to get better is an essential part of life. The message of the Chanukah menorah, we start with 1, and the next day we add another one, and as we grow, we get better and better at what we do.
Thank you for that inspiring message. Now I want to ask you, I've noticed that some people have menorahs on their cars. Why do they do this?
It goes along with the publicity and the sharing of the lights and the illumination that Chanukah brings. Everyone has their own bit of inspiration and everyone has their own bit of challenges. The problem is when we don't have enough inspiration to cover over all the challenges that we have. And that's where sharing the light comes into the picture. The message of Chanukah is not only to grow ourselves, but to share that light. Hence the major hashtag, international hashtag share the lights. Check it up. It's on all the social media platforms. Sharing the light is what Chanukah is about. So putting a Chanukah menorah on the top of a car is just one more way of getting the message out there and brightening up a darker light.
Do you have any positive stories you can share with my listeners today about the message of Chanukah?
There are loads of positive stories happening every year.